New Mexico women are on the move, and we need clothing that moves with us. Joining me to share designs that take you from work to spa to dinner are the Chief Executive Officer of Sense Clothing, Robin Beachner. Robin, thank you for being with us.
Thank you for inviting us.
Well, we also have Chief Operating Officer Kathy Mahone.
Hi.
Welcome, Kathy.
Thank you.
And also National Sales Manager Kitty Ault. Welcome to all of you. It is so nice to have you with us. I've been excited actually all week about this segment. We were talking about it with our producer, and I said, this sounds like it makes sense. So let's first talk about what inspired you, Robin, to start Sense Clothing.
Well, I started it in 2004. I was a sales rep for a lot of yoga, spa, similar products, and I could really see that there was a big demand.
Definitely.
And I had just come off from working for a major dance company as a sales rep.
Oh, okay.
So just kind of hit the ground running in 2004, and yeah.
Growing up taking dance classes, I'll tell you what, a big part of it is the wardrobe and what you wear. And not only do you want to look good, but you want to feel comfortable, and you don't want to get too hot. I mean, there's so many factors that go into clothing that make sense, really. And so, Kathy, you were actually in this from the beginning as well. So let's talk about how some of these trends that you've been seeing in fashion have changed over the years.
Well, I would say there's a real trend toward more casual dressing just across the board. You know, people are asking a lot of their clothes these days. They want them to be able to exercise in, go to lunch in, go to dinner, and that's kind of how the Sense line is. It fits for a lot of things, and it's great for traveling.
That's a big thing too.
Yeah.
You always want to find just that right outfit when you travel, and it's always so hard because you either feel like a slob or you feel uncomfortable if you're dressed nice. So you need something in between that finds that balance, right, Kitty?
Absolutely.
I mean, and that's the thing. And I know Sense Clothing is actually based in Santa Fe, but the line is available across the whole United States, correct?
Actually, we're global.
Global, wow.
Yeah, we sell nationally, but we are in over 8 or 10 countries, including the Middle East.
That's amazing.
Europe, yeah.
That's amazing. And I think the fact that people are embracing it around the world says a lot about the choices that you've made in the designs themselves. So what I want to do is talk a little bit about some of these designs. What are some of the fabrics you're using? What are, how does it all work?
Well, we actually knit our own fabrics. All of our fabrics are exclusive to Sense.
Okay.
And it's all, we manufacture in Los Angeles and in San Diego.
Okay.
But we distribute from Santa Fe, which is where our corporate offices are. That's where we're headquartered.
Okay.
The fabric, the main fabric that we use is modal, which is a beechwood fiber. The yarns are shipped from Austria, and then they're knit in Los Angeles, and they mix lycra or cotton. So we do different blends.
Comfortable.
Really comfortable, really soft. It breathes easy.
And the designs themselves, I mean, how do you come up with the designs? Because I think a lot of companies outsource, so when we talk about making clothing in the USA, I mean, that's a really big deal, and it also has a lot to do with the choices you make in the designs, right?
Absolutely.
I'd say we're all involved in the design process too. I think Robin usually comes up with the original idea.
Yes.
And then we're the kind of tweakers, and lots of experimentation and getting feedback from our customers.
And that's really the key, is to see how other people react to it. So now, if you were doing a designing collection, what are the actual steps that you need to take take us through it step by step?
I think the first thing we do is we have a pattern maker. Okay. And we'll give them sketches, or we'll give them. A lot of our designs are based off of a previous collection, which we've shortened the hem, or we've made the sleeves long, or we open up the neck. Rather than having a V-neck, we do a scoop neck. So the design process is more about what's really watching the trends, seeing what's happening, and then sort of tweaking our current styles that we have and making them work, because we have so many, like the tunic pant that we have really built our business around has been, we have probably hundreds of different versions of it. We've got the palazzo pant, which our model will be showing.
Well, and let me go back to that, because all of us have different bodies. Nobody's body type is exactly the same. So I love to hear that you have even the same type of style, but for different types of bodies, that works. And what I also like about what you do is that with Sense Clothing, there's a tremendous community outreach. I mean, you really do a lot of efforts globally, you know, to help different communities. So, Kitty, can you tell us about some of the programs that you support?
I think locally, from a New Mexico standpoint, you know, we're all very big pet lovers.
Oh, good.
So we're huge fans of supporting, you know, organizations in the state. I know that the Espanola Shelter is one of Robin's favorite. Assistance Dogs of the West, which is also located in Santa Fe and in Albuquerque.
Nice.
Various educational programs. We have lots of interns coming from various different schools. Girls that are interested in, and or would be great if we had actually a guy too, in fashion. And so we have an intern right now. So there's a lot of support that we, you know, look for and work with a lot of people in the state.
And I know you already touched on this and talked about it a little bit, but how are you seeing it embraced across the world, really? How are you seeing the line being embraced?
I'd say there's a real niche for it. You know, people want to look pulled together, but they want to be comfortable. And I really think that that's where we fit in. It's like you said, not getting on the plane in your sweatsuit, but getting on something that feels like a sweatsuit, but
that's the key.
Right.
That is the key. I love that. And we're going to get a really good look at your designs in our next segment with an actual model that's here to show us. But in the meantime, let's give our viewers an example of something that they're going to see. What is this that we're seeing on the screen right now?
This is our fall collection. It's coming out at the end of August. A lot of this is pretty much mostly modal lycra blends, the fabrication that we've been using since day one. And the colors are champagne, lipstick red, which is really gorgeous.
That color. It's really great.
Slate gray, and then we're doing this really fabulous black and a very thin stripe. It's a slate and black stripe, which is kind of hard to see in the photo, but I think Kirstian's going to be modeling one of the tops in stripe.
Well, what I really love is that they're all really flattering outfits, and I can see, I mean, it's like, you know, we always say with shoes, if we're going to wear nice shoes, why can't they be comfortable? Well, it's the same with clothing, and you finally found that for us, so we're very happy about that. And you'll want to stay with us because we'll be back in 2 minutes with a lot more of Sense Clothing. Don't go anywhere.